Alright, everybody, welcome back to Dad's Coffee Break. My name is James, and today we are taking a break to continue our Let's Play of Kingdoms Reborn with the new major patch. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, let's go ahead and unpause the game. Let's bring it up to speed 4. I'm going to keep it on the slower speed for right now, but pretty much last time we continued to expand Dad's Coffee Break Town. Oh, hold on. We continued to expand Dad's Coffee Break Town. We built our first medicinal herb farms. We put down our trading post. We built our stone tools workshop. We built our coal mine. We've expanded into, well, it's pretty much the same. We've kind of expanded into these corners here to get more trees and get access to fruit trees so we can continue to feed our people. Because that's really where the problem tends to be right now, is stolen food. But hopefully we can remedy that. And my goal for this time, so let me see if I can zoom out. So I'm going to keep it a little pause for a second. But my goal for this time is to expand into this territory with the cannabis, this territory with the grapes, and then if I can, honestly, capturing this one with the iron for right now. And then future expansion would be up this river and taking control of this riverland until we eventually get the cocoa. I honestly wouldn't mind getting up here to farming, but I think I'd rather kind of push into this desert area a little bit more. That'd secure another resource of coal and iron for us. And then eventually we could maybe even get 2 gemstones. So we'll see. Okay, so we just completed our technology. I believe that was pottery. So for right now, what I'm going to do is actually... Do you want to buy the potter card? Not right now. Not the clay pit either. What I'm going to do right now is actually switch back over to the upgrade tree. Because I was a little confused last time as to how we exactly go about unlogging some of these things. Specifically, the thing I really wanted to get was wheat seeds. But upon closer look, it's actually done similar to research points. So you would select it like you're researching a technology, for instance. So I think what I'm going to do is... Can I do that? Would I get access to wheat seeds? So I think that's what I'm going to do, is go straight for wheat seeds. We'll then go ahead and not get charcoal burner improvement, because we won't use charcoal burners. But I think we'll do, well, shoot. Cabbage is a great source of food. It has high fertility sensitivities, so depending on where you plant it, might not yield a great amount of food, but since we're on the river, cabbage will actually be a great resource for us to use with some of our farms. So I'm kind of between cabbage seeds and wheat seeds. I think since we're having such issues with food right now, let's go cabbage seeds and then let's get wheat seeds. Cabbage, my experience with cabbage is that it's great in the early game. It's great for helping like supplement your food supply. So if you have fruit gatherers, if you have ranches, fantastic. Cabbage will add to that a little bit. But it's not really the end-all be-all food resource. And in essence, that supply tends to run out quickly, at least in the games that I've played. So, but that being said, I'm still going to go for it. It'll still be great for us to have. We'll hit wheat seeds, and then we may even go into influence points, because we are next to some other players. So, but let's go ahead, let's get cabbage seeds, and we'll go from there. So, that being said, since we are looking at cabbages, we do want to take a look at getting access to more of this riverland. Now, we have some down here. Well, let's take a look. This isn't quite a river, so let's take a look at the fertility overlay. So we have a little bit of fertile land right next to this medicinal herb farm. But what's really going to come in handy, and let's just double check, is this land right here, this province, and then this province. Eventually, we may want to move our fruit gatherers, but that is something that we'll take a look at when the time comes. This province wouldn't be bad just because we would get access to a ton more trees for this forester. We'd get access to this riverland and this one. The only thing that it doesn't really do is give us access to a luxury. Wine is right here, or grapes is right here, but wine is not. Wine comes a little bit later in the tech tree. So we wouldn't really have access to that luxury until a little bit later. Cannabis, for instance, though, would be unlocked immediately. And there is some decent farmland down here. Looking closely at the forester, it looks like we might pick up a few extra trees. Same with the fruit gather. Might be a stupid mistake, but it would give us access to that luxury. Let's see, how much does it cost? 1,200 gold. That's a lot. What I'm going to do, I have a ton of medicinal herbs, which is nice, but what I'm going to do is sell some of that, right? Yeah, cool. We're going to wait, and then we're going to unlock this first. I know it's probably not the best strategy, but let's do it. Then we'll build up some cannabis farms and cabbage farms, get access to our first luxury, get some houses upgrading, and then move on to this territory over here. Now, we do have quite a number of homeless people, which is not good. Potter is another luxury that we'll be able to get down. I'm going to hold off on that for right now, though. Just right now. But we do have a number of homeless people, so I want to focus on starting to build up our housing again. Specifically, building up housing around our tavern. I'm going to come down and build a couple houses right there. Perfect. And let's go ahead and jump up to speed 4. The other area that we could continue to really build up is this grassland right here. This might be really suitable for some wheat farms in the near future. Maybe some cabbage farms. The fertility here isn't great. I mean, it's not great down here either. We do have some green spots, but yeah, it's a little bit better down here, but still not great, but we'll see. Ideally, eventually, I do want to clear all this out. Put in a bunch of farms. Give my people access to beer, pottery. There's a lot of luxuries to be had with being close to rivers. Okay, I'm just looking through these. There's nothing I'm loving. And we just hit 1,200 gold. So let's go ahead. Let's get this province. Let's get cannabis seeds unlocked. And then let's... Okay, so we... Pretty much anything from this tree east is going to get cleared. So let's go ahead and do that. Now there's probably people saying, why don't you set up foresters? And it's a very good point. Could be a mistake, but we'll see. I don't think so. I think we'll be good. And I think finally having some luxuries is going to be huge. It's nice that they put the fertility there. I don't think they used to have that. But that's why I didn't take that biome bonus last time. Because we really need productivity on our farms. Okay, so speaking of productivity and other things, we hit 50 people in our city. So we now get to choose a price. And we have 3 of them. We have the frugality book, decrease in upkeep, productivity book, and the sustainability book. Now, the only thing... Sustainability book would be good for things like my Stone Tools Workshop, or my... And we have some coming in, which is nice. Or my beer brewery when I get it down. That's about it for right now. The frugality book might be good for the Stone Tools Workshop. The upkeep is 10. Tavern upkeep is 15. I'm thinking those are probably the highest. Yeah. Ooh, trading arrows is 20, but there's no card slot. What's the deal with that? What's the deal? Let's... And the tavern doesn't have a card slot either, so there wouldn't really be that great. Sustainability book for the Stone Tools Workshop would be nice. Or we can do productivity and throw that in another fruit gatherer so we all don't starve to death. Let's do that. Let's do that. Where's the other productivity? Did I put that in a forester? Or the fruit gatherer over here? I'd put it in the fruit gatherer over here. Okay. Cool. All right, let's keep that like that. We just placed down that weed farm. Excuse me, cannabis. I have no idea. I can maybe do like a long one. Something like that. Oh, no, research is now complete too. Cool. Okay, so we got the cabbage seeds. Boom. Let us get none of those. And get wheat seeds. That'll be good. Okay, so once these are cleared, I think I'll put down... I think these two as cannabis farms will be a solid choice. We don't have that many people, so I don't know how quickly we'll burn through a luxury. But then I want cabbages here. How many laborers do I have? I have 13 laborers and 4 builders. That's fine. Cool. And I'm thinking cabbage farms all along here because we do have problems with food at the moment. I am going to, speaking of, I am going to buy some beef. It's what's going to be for dinner, and then we'll sell some leather and run out of space. Do I still make money? No. Yeah, I don't make money, but I don't spend it all. Okay. Cool. Let's go ahead. Yeah. I just lay some of these out based on the best spots. So like this. It's 9 and 3. Something like that. Housing too far, that's fine. Now I know what you're thinking. Wow, he's really throwing his lot in with these cabbages. But, hear me out. Eventually we'll be able to switch some of these over to other resources. Like potatoes. Wheat. And, be able to cater to some of those other luxuries, which will be nice. But in the meantime, we have all this desert. Yeah, don't show it again. We have all this desert with which we can build houses. So I'm going to come down here, bring my grid, make it nice and pretty. The housing's going to be too far away, but let's see how far away we can get here. Or I guess I should say, okay, cool. So that did do it. So that'll be good. I'm going to go ahead and speed up production on this stuff. And make sure everybody is growing the right stuff. Food reserve is low. Hopefully not too much longer. Cool. Let's show the upgrade tree. It seems like upgrades tend to move a little bit quicker than tech. 160 versus 100. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So really it's all going to be about getting those luxuries unlocked so we can move into the Middle Ages. Influence points would also be very nice for claiming land. So maybe... But that doesn't lead me anywhere that's really going to be that great. This would be nice. Per level. Gives more heat. I think let's do this. Get into this part of the tree where we can really improve our forestry and mining capabilities. And then we'll go from there. That's not bad. That's really not bad. Okay, let's do that, and then we'll play around with that a little later. Awesome. Wheat seeds are unlocked. I do still very much want to claim this land over here for my wheat farms. It's only 300 gold. I do have 60 pieces of leather we can sell. Let's get more beef. Well, maybe it's not what's for dinner anymore. Maybe lamb is what's for dinner? No. Pork? No. Game meat? More game meat? No. It's Louise. Okay, it's lamb. I know I'm nickel and diming, but gotta get as much food as possible. And I know that also doesn't get us closer to unlocking that, to which we can then build more farms, get more access to food. But the good news is a lot of these farms are going down over here. It's not interfering with this forester. Storage is too far. Just gonna come right along here. Keep it as a bit of a grid, so it's nice and pretty. How is storage still too far? Oh, no, it's not. Okay, good. All right, and with that, guys, I will turn off this fertility overlay. My eyes can only take so much. And bring it right back. And bring it immediately back to build more farms. Max is 64. Damn y'all. Let's do that. It's not ideal, but I feel like we eat up a lot of the highest fertility spots. All right, and we got our first level 2 house. Here we go. More money. More technology, or more tech research points. Okay, and we're slowly but surely moving to the Middle Ages. Because people can't get enough of that cannabis. Let's also build another house. Here we go. Upgrading. All the upgrades. We got 4 out of 10. I'm eager. I am very eager to move to the Middle Ages. See what happens. The other thing that I've noticed, so I feel like we used to get some of these global bonus cards in the previous iterations of the game a lot more easily. And now I'm finding I really don't have any. So, but here's one. Chimney Restrictor. Let's do that. All right, bring on the cabbages. Cabbages are getting harvested. Game meat. Cool. This will be cabbages. You must grow cabbages. Cannabis is doing okay. Consumption is only 4 per year. I don't think that's quite accurate. I will start to want to bring in some wheat. And honestly, I might build farms up here. Like I said earlier. It's not the most fertile land. Let's do that. It's going to be wonky, but let's take advantage of these areas with fertility while we have them. And then we can get yet another luxury to our people. And another food source. This one's not going to be great. Something like that. Wheat. Good. The other thing we need to do is just make sure everybody's upgrading. Gotta get an upgrade. There we go. That's not upgraded. Could this one be bad? This wouldn't be bad either. I'm a little hesitant to upgrade our mines too quickly, just because they might run out eventually. But that's pretty. I guess that's a pretty late game thing to worry about. Our medicinal herbs, by the way, are doing fantastic. And that's about it. No, the leather is doing okay too. Let's officially get this. Get grape seeds, grapevines, suitable region. Yeah, that's cool. Let us then trade leather. That's going to be, once we can turn that into clothes, by the way, that's going to be such a lucrative luxury to have. Let's just sell it all. Okay. Gotta build a bridge. Is this the road? It's the road. Great. That will unlock a lot more land for that fruit gatherer to work. We're almost enough to unlock this province too, which would be yet another boon to our forestry and fruit gathering industry. I do want to, though, start bringing down some of this so we can use it for farms and pottery. And pottery. So let's order up the removal. I want to say it's like this. We'll clear this little dip in the bank too. Eventually that. Okay. So there is that. We now have access to chimney restrictor down here. And we are now able to go to the Middle Age. Cool. Let's see what happens. Let's do it. Okay. So there's that cart. That's one of those global bonus carts. And we are going to throw that in there. Because by doing so, that's going to really be helpful for our wood and coal. Middle Ages, here we go. Yeah, I might update some of the artwork. Or the artwork might be dependent more on luxuries and just upgrades, general upgrades. We're still at 0 food? I guess we're just growing that quickly, but still. And our cannabis is gone. So we should build yet more farms. Can I build another cabbage farm here, just in case, until we're out of the food struggle? But then I'll build more cannabis farms kind of in this area, since it's not super dependent on fertility. It still is, but not as bad as cabbage. And we're not as, it's not as critical right now. But it'll still be good. Ruan upgraded to level 3. Okay, so we are a little bit behind. And we're also having people die of starvation, which is not good. But we do have a ton of gold. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this or unlock this province. Boom. So that will give this tree cutter access. That will also give this fruit gatherer access, as well as this one, to this bank. Let us see how we want to. Okay, so it seems like right here. It's going to be some good farming land, and it also seems like kind of right up here is going to seem like some good farming land for right now. Oh no, 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 thank you. Like I said, eventually when we do get some good spots for fruit gatherers, I'll probably move like this one out, for instance. But let us continue to rely on the ones we have now. Jeez Louise. Man. Speaking of foresters, this would be great, and so would this. Ruan has claimed a lot of the land around them. Wow, all the way up there. And they have access to dyes. And Hastein's at 42. Actually, Hastein slipped. They don't have a lot of fertile land, though. So they might be struggling now. Whereas Ruan is probably relying on a lot of fruit gatherers. Let's take a look. tavern. Housing. Hunting lodges. It's a fruit gatherer. Charcoal burner. It's gonna be... Holy hell, look at the charcoal. Beer. Where the hell are they getting all their beer? Where's the brewery? Oh, there's the... Sweet, there's the level 3. That's... I'd love to say it's our town hall, but it's not. Yeah, where the hell is the brewery? Oh, it's right there. Okay. Okay. Cool. We got some wheat coming in. That is getting consumed. Which, for me, I always thought wheat would be consumed via the bakery. But I guess I'm wrong. That being said, though, let us get our brewery down so we can unlock yet another luxury for our people. Cannabis is holding 141 to 113. Food is not. The only problem, like, with these consumption numbers is they tend to fluctuate. Like, just give me the year. Like, what was it last year versus this year? But I guess that all depends on how many citizens you have. All that. I'm going to go ahead, though, and do increased load. And then we're going to bring in beef. Lots of beef. No. But, yeah. So now that we have that increased load, should be able to move about 300 units of goods, which is very nice, because now we can sell a lot as well, which I probably should have done. Now that I'm now that I'm saying it to myself, boy, that would have been a great idea. All right, folks, here we are in the Middle Ages.